Okay, here is your video of our posture checklist. Top 5 things you can look at for correcting your posture. Number 1, in a standing position, my chin should be in. If your chin is lifting up too much, the vertebrae in your neck are curling. That's no good. That's going to put pressure on nerves. It's going to create pain in your shoulders. Take your 2 fingers, push your chin in, and you'll feel the top part of your head lifting up. Chin in. Number 2, when you're fixing your shoulder blades, we've heard it before. You want to pull your shoulder blades back. But most of us tend to pull them back and slightly elevate it because we hold a lot of stress in these muscles in our upper back, the upper part of your trap. We want these guys to be loose. So when I pull my shoulder blades back, I want to also do what we call depressing them or pulling them down. I need my shoulder blades down and back. So you can practice number 2. That's critical. Do not let your shoulder blades move in a shrug position. Get them back and down. Then we're going to talk about the ribs. You have a distance between your first rib on each side and your hip bones. That distance should be between 6 and 8 inches. It should be long. As my ribs get closer and closer to my hip bones, my posture gets worse and worse. So keep your ribs inflated upward without leaning back. We're going to talk about that in a second. So ribs up, fix that distance. When we go to our rib up position, we're also going to think about keeping our belly tight. So the ribs come up, and then I create tension here. Creating tension in your belly does not mean suck them in. I'm going to keep them tight, like I'm about to absorb a punch or a kick to the stomach. Boom. I wouldn't want to suck my abs in and get a punch. I'm just going to make them tight. So when the ribs lift up, the belly tightens up, and we're holding that. Now if I was standing, number 5, additionally, I could do it kneeling too. When my belly is tense here, and there's force coming in this way, I want to give it an equal force coming from behind to make a perfect vertical position. So I'm going to squeeze my glutes at the same time. Now remember, this is a checklist for standing posture. Something you can go over, hit each and every one of these numbers, and then practice holding that for 20 seconds. Both glutes squeezing as if you're holding a dime in between your butt cheeks, and you've got a glute tight position. Chin in. Shoulder blades back and down. Ribs up, belly tight, squeeze your glutes. I'm practicing it from a kneeling position. I can practice it from a standing position.